Like that, huh? You trying to get out here, weren't you? He's like, I'm gonna come out there. Oh, I know you couldn't see me. It was off to the side, but yeah, it's grounding. And this one's jumping up on the door, so I don't know. I don't think it fell down. But I just wanted to show y'all that grounding is important. I did it early this morning. I came back out again because I was feeling a little. You know, I haven't taken that medicine for a few months, and every once in a while, I feel like it's in my head that I want to take it. So in order to relax and calm myself down, especially if I've only got, like last night, I get out like 5 hours, 5.5 hours of sleep. That's rough when you get up because you really need about 8 to 10. Mostly 10 is the best. And even though I might take naps every once in a while, power naps are good, but that's why I have to get to this point where I have to fast for a few days to reset my body. Even though I know it's going up to the 24th, where I'll have to take those 4 or 5 days, and it's gonna be tough. So, like, I'm not eating no meat today. I'm not eating no seafood today. Today's just it's gonna be what it's supposed to be. So I'll probably be coming out here quite often. Take a nice little walk for about 20-30 minutes, not too much. You know, it's not good to push it. But grounding is very important. I'm not going to show you what I've laid out. You wouldn't really understand it. You might see it as some Harry Potter stuff or whatever, that foolishness that separates you from your truth and what needs to be done as far as elemental and the fact that you're sentient. You're actually immortal. You're having a physical existence by your decision and choice, regardless of how you came through the slipstream or came into this world. You know? Yes, Papa. I love you. Yes, I do. Yeah. And so, what I usually do is I give myself about 10 to 20 minutes of just allowing the sun or whatever to be part of it. Barefoot, always. Usually I'm in shorts, tank top, or no shirt on. And it's not about like the meditation state of where you pull clearness, or it's not about that blank spot. It's not about what people are making you believe. That's a falsitude. Sometimes you might have a headache, or you might have a little stress going on that's intermediate. It's not built upon something that you know of, or you're unaware. You might be unaware of. So in those feelings, you literally don't take no aspirin and Tylenol, none of that crap. You don't go ahead. You don't have to take a turmeric, lemon, or ginger shot. You know, all you have to do, or cayenne, to open up your arteries or anything like that. What you need to do is you need to allow yourself to exist in it. Allow it to walk its course, regardless of what's mitigating its factors or allowing it to exist. And being grounded, there is a neuronic, there's a protonic, there's a connection. That's why it's called grounding. No, you're gonna be like that man where the guy's midnight blue black and he's laying butt naked in the grass face down. It's not even good to sleep on your stomach. I do sometimes. It's not good. You want to be up, as above, as below. Why? Because as the waters above, they're also below. It's not just on this part. As above, as below, it means something totally different from what people believe it means. People think that there's land out here, so there's land up there. Actually, the surface of the moon is a very, in shape, is an exact replica of the lands. And it shows you that it's not round as you perceive it, because it's always on the front face and never changes. The dark side of the moon means exactly what it means. The other part of the underbelly, where's it at? How immense is it? Beyond. Even Ron Brunner and his deathbed, he has Psalms 191. And it says what about the firmament? Even in the lie of NASA, which I told you was Nasal, which means to deceive in Yiddish, which is not the Aramaic ancient language. People have a hard time understanding what this is all about, because they're too caught up or caught in the lies. When I said to you that this death of the enemy, regardless of what they are, who they are, when I tell you they don't get to come back, there's no return, and there's no making no more. It doesn't matter what they do in their little foolishness. You need to be good with yourself and know that you're beyond comparison and beyond the capabilities of all things. You need to know this. Regardless of the weak seeds walking around. So, in my fauna, I've constructed what I am. Not having laid it out, but I've constructed what I am. For the copper, the magnesium, the zinc, the chromate, everything. And that which they poison. Then, you must be a driving factor. You have to be. Or don't. So usually when I'm done, near the end, what I do is I crouch, because I have knees and back. I need those to heal. So I don't have to go through the toughening and rigorous hard exercises. My bones are pretty thick. I mean, I've done a lot of things in the martial community. I've pushed myself, even with cuts and bruises and getting stitches and stuff, to see if I could do something, and realize I can with injury. But that was to, liniment and all that. But what I do is I usually allow myself, if it's sore or whatever, go down and I put my hands on the ground. And this is another connection, like a battery. I lift up on the balls of my feet, because it's very important for your toes to have this connection. Now you can put them flat down. You could be flat down. I usually lift up. Take a deep breath in my diaphragm. No stress on the body. All must be comfortable. And after about a minute or two, I go up to a down dog, straight up. Now, I'm not as flexible as I used to be, and I push my legs back through the pain. Straight. I don't feel it. Then because of my back, this is an exercise, y'all, I do. Because of my back, normally I wouldn't be able to do what I'm about to do. Trust me. I lift straight up. You get me in the house, some shoes or something, I'm gonna be like, if you don't grab my arms or pull me up, I'm serious. And people know it. There is something to you that's beyond, and I'm not making this up. 2 back surgeries, knee surgery. Look, I'm serious. What I do, not to disrupt the circle, or the things that mean something that don't mean nothing. I step before the head circle, the spiral. And that's to remind myself that it is incumbent to me to remember that life is not just a circle, but it's a cycle. That you could be repetitive, or you could find a line like a maze, going backwards to find the center and then walk back out and find your way out to the other circle, then to the other circle. You say realms, it's fine. So you realize that you no longer have to be caught up in the maze. That you was always part of the entire galactic, the ether. That you're one. You see what I'm saying? And after that, I step up. Any stones or rocks on the bottom of my feet, they don't bother me. Feet are still pretty tough. One little kick, I'm good to go. Usually I have some cold water ran in the tub, cold water, and then what I do is I go and immerse myself in the cold water for at least 5 to 10 minutes. I have 1 or 2 bags of ice. Bueno dia. I immerse myself in 2 bags of ice, usually. I'll get in the cold water and then I'll add the ice. While I'm in there, I just don't like getting right into it. Unless it's wild weep in the wintertime when I go out there. I don't take my camera no more because the wind knocks it down, this, that, and other. I'm not going to, get caught up in that because it gets windy down there. And I walk out, I sit in the water, about this deep, walk out, and I sit down, come there, and then I submerge my head in the cold water, and well, it is. How are you? Then I allow myself, allow the cold, because what it does, it normalizes everything. All the stresses, everything. Your focus is taken away. So I'm not doing it. I already did that. I already came out this week, and before the sun even came up, it was still kind of dusk out. People getting in their cars to go to work. And I'm out here in shorts, no shirt on, nothing, just for about 15, 20 minutes. Get done, went upstairs. I already had the cold water, it was already ran. Slid in there, dancing and, monkey balling. I didn't put no ice in it. It was cold, all right? It's cold. Woke me up. And there you have it. I showed y'all before the magnetization of a certain rock. I have a yam here watering that's flowering. But I want to show you something. This is different from growing the yams the way you usually see it. I want to show you something. I'm doing something totally different. I'm using a piece of copper. And the funny thing is, with the yam not being completely cut in half or completely under the soil, I'm going to transfer this to a bigger plot. And then in the back, I want to make a little wooden thing by the wall where the kids don't play and grow some yams. Check this out. I want you to see this. Look at this. See the yam? Look at the flowers. Do you see what I'm doing? I want to show you this too. This is a lavender plant that I've had over 8 years. Now I want to show you what happens when you give too much sun compared to when it doesn't have that much sun. Now these just started doing this last week. Usually they be fully green, but I want to show you that they are spraying something in the air. You can see it in the grass. And you can see it in the grass, right? All that used to be green. See this right here? These lavender plants are 7 years old from the res. And I had them at my friend's house because I didn't trust Knucklehead. And they've always been pretty green. But see this right here? That shows you that they're spraying something. But I have a way around that. It's called me. You see what I'm saying? It's called me. Yes, that rock right there is magnetized, all 3 of them. All right. My dog, little buddy, come over here that I give some stuff, little snacks to. He went into it, it didn't fall. People looked at it. I showed you a video showing it was magnetized, and people are wondering how. Let them wonder. Let them wonder when you're the wonder. Okay? What up, Papa? You coming in? All right, I just wanted to come on and share that. I'm going to be reading here in a little bit. Okay? I appreciate y'all taking the time. Creator, Mikey Hill, what's going on? Hey, I just wanted to share that. Okay? And only reason why is because I know a lot of you aren't going to do it. You don't really know the importance of doing these things. And I'm not going to sit here and beat you in the head and say it over and over and over. The reality is, this stuff more important than you think. Right? So, give it y'all in a little bit. I know why. I'm looking in the mirror like, damn, my beard went crazy on me. Right? All that. Anyway, I'll let y'all later and we'll get this reading in. And I got a book that I purchased last week with my own. All right. I purchased the books, people. Okay. So, like I said, I told y'all yesterday we had like 80, was it 80 something dollars? No. We have 82.56 left. So that's going to go on other books. I ordered some books. I went ahead because I had to withdraw. I actually went just like $30 in this order extra books with my own cash. All right. So we have that in there. So I know a lot of y'all, you know, you don't want to donate or this, that, and other. And so when we get those books, but this book I'm gonna share some of the reading with you. You'll like it. Especially you people who are really deep into religion. I'm not here to hurt your feelings. I'm just going to share some with you. I got my lobster here. So if I do eat, it'll be lobster. And let me show you this. I just want to show you this because I like showing this stuff. Okay. When I actually go to Maine, that's why I used to get my lobster. And usually I would mix it with this. I've got tons of these. And coolers to keep them frozen. Zucchini, spinach, ricotta, tortellini. But like I said, I'm not eating no meat, no seafood. And if I just took this out, so I'm letting it thaw out. I get like a box of these. North American lobster meat, claw and knuckle. I get like a box of this stuff, y'all. So, but it'll be there for tomorrow. All right. So, chat with y'all in a little bit. Get that read on everything. Hey, the Berry Boy, what's going on? I appreciate everybody. Hey, Margarita, what's going on, beloveds? So, let me go up here, sit back and relax and drink my tea because you know today is my. Well, if you don't get off my toe, boy, I ain't got no sock. I want to be biting on my toe, boy. This little, what's up with the cat and the toes, y'all? Women, y'all got to inform me on some things. I ain't like I'm watching a whole lot of YouTube with the biting on the toe stuff. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, let me go up here and enjoy my day in my routine. No, it's fine. I love it. I love when he does it. If he didn't, I think something's wrong. Here's one of the teas I'm having today. Okay. Hey, thanks, Raymond. Look, dandelion dark roast. And this right here is really, really good tea. Listen, when a friend of mine put me onto it, when I was poisoned, throwing up blood and all that stuff, I was like, yeah, but does it have? And then I was like, oh, wow. It's got organic carob, chicory, dandelion root, random seeds, and organic natural, which called. Now, Total Cherokee, her stuff is banging. I was drinking this first. She was the first one to hook me up. I've got like 2 bags of this. This is dandelion root. All right. And then this is my chaga. I got some lion's mane up there too. Mushrooms. I collect those when I was back on the East. But this is my favorite. I make a lot of, this is just give you, this is hibiscus. This is tincture. This right here is about 5 months old, y'all. And I still take little sips. Hibiscus. This is tincture with absolute vodka. Very, very low. It's only like a couple of tablespoons. Oh, what was it? A quarter cup, excuse me. But it ferments and it changes. And then you leave the hibiscus leaves in there. These little sips. And it's not alcohol, nothing. It's phenomenal. Okay? I know when I get done, I always have to share something because the enemy is hard pressed to destroy you. Okay? And get you a little bit of that too. Sarsaparilla root tea. But you got to take a couple of days. We decide not to eat nothing. You fast. And you know what fast means. It means that you go without. And that's all. And allow yourself to breathe. Okay? I got to clean this table off. I got model cars out the yang on my table. Look, this is why I come on I come down on my laptop. I'm going to show y'all. Y'all going to be like, nigga, red. So, this is one of the models I'm building. Okay? I have to strip down the body. Okay? I have to strip down the body again. Yeah, I'm doing it red. You know me. This one wanted to play with everything. Then I got I put them in my, I got all these I showed you before that I've got to repair and rebuild. These are my custom HO scale arts track cars. You know, the radio hand things that you put on a little slot car, the 124 scale. Yeah. So all these down here, as you can see, I'm repairing the motorcycles. Let me show you. This is on my, I'm repairing my motorcycles. I got everything out. I'm working on this. And I just got through spray painting the first coat on this. I told you I built wooden models. I'm not going to get into that. I got to repair this for a kid. This is one of those electric motors that for some reason, I don't know, the son, the daughter, somebody broke it. So I got to put on I got a whole lot of stuff, all this. And I had to go and buy a new solder because the other one wore out. And I got to fix a friend of mine's kids. I got to fix their, so I actually, and that's my clothes over there and my 100 pounds of change. But anyway, let me turn this around. Why is this doing this? Anyway, that's the stuff that I actually work on during the week that you don't see me because I don't share everything. So I have to work on all this stuff. And hopefully this little knucklehead who likes to, when I'm up here working, who thinks he can join in and tear things up, but you can't. So that's a lot of stuff. And hopefully I can finish that vehicle and hopefully by the end of next month. I still got to paint a lot. The motor, I got to finish that and get it back to them. It's quite a bit. And so I'm going to use the heat solder and a few other things because it's a lot of wiring and lights inside this motor. As crazy as that sounds, it really is. It's got a little battery thing here. So I don't know where he got it from. The kid loves it. So I'm making sure that I repair it and all the wires and everything. And let me see if I can get this thing to work. I don't even know if the battery's on. Okay, let me see this. Let me see. Because I never really plugged it in. Okay. Look at this. Look. It still works, but it's slow. You said it's supposed to be lights. I don't see no lights. See? I don't see no lights. I don't see no lights. Maybe that's what I got to fix, the wiring and stuff. I don't know. So that's the first time I put that on there. Wow. Okay. That's pretty interesting. And I got to fix because the little baby broke the blades and it's like, the front has a prop and they're all broke on it. So I got to fix all that. And yeah. So stuff under. Anyway, started share all that. That's me being. I feel good. Come on, after I ground, I feel good, y'all. Anyway, I'll chat with y'all a little later, okay? I'm gonna get the reading on. What was that? Appreciate it. It's delicious and cleans several organs. Yes, it's very good. It's awesome. All right, so hey, look, I'll chat with y'all in a little bit. Appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me ramble on in the AM. And I've been up since 5:30, something like that. And it's hot. You know how it is in Arizona. All right, anyway, see you all in a little bit and get your reads on.